3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, this is great. To the right-hand side, we've got HD Jaguar in the blue playing as the Huns. Already, I know it will be a strong player because it's got HD in the
Yeah,
name, and that
buddy.
means he's fully high def. He's luring the sheep in a very dangerous fashion. I'm sort of expecting him to accidentally take 5 at once. That's an interesting way to get them all in. And also going for the not bothering with a house strategy, because of course he doesn't need to, because he's the fucking Huns.
The
OP.
Huns.
And over on the left-hand side, in the yellow, we've got Jera Figueroa 12 in the yellow, playing as the Japanese.
Oh,
Japanese, an incredibly versatile civ, even at the moment. Kind of can counter everything. It's another one of those counter civs, really strong up until maybe post-imp. Nice. How are you
one.
feeling about it?
I'm liking it. I'm actually really loving his map because he has a Batstone, he has the good berries, he's got a gold he can wall up pretty nicely. But
Yeah.
if you look at our boy Jaguar, all his stone is forward. He's got
Super
nice,
exposed to
nice gold he
towers.
can go. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Towers,
I mean,
archers, yeah.
this is Division E, right? So
This
everybody
is
in Division
Division
E
E.
is under.
Under 1,000.
Yeah, which is like he's fine. You're not going to get tower rushed, and even if you do get tower rushed, you're not going to get tower rushed particularly well. Not at this yellow. It's like you're fine.
I think
And the
Poacher
fact that
King was born making towers though, so anything's possible.
yeah, he doesn't count. Fletching doesn't count. He came out of the womb, he was already holding a tower. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I will
He
say
trushed his way out,
if Jaguar so chooses, he can build a mill on the south side of those barriers and just kind of slightly push the deer in.
which would be absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
But I'm once again not entirely sure
Yeah,
of the
the
relevant skill
capabilities.
to do that. I know I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't consider my skills good enough.
There,
But then again,
figure.
I'm a muppet. What I do like about Jaguar's base though is not the gold on the right hand side. That sucks ass. But if he does do some walling, he does have a relatively safe gold all the way to the back, which should be fine.
Well, I
And he
was
does
thinking
have
if
the
he scouts
potential.
it, he can just go woodline to the side of the map. He doesn't even need to wall back.
Definitely, it would be the proper wood line to go for in this particular situation, even though it's further away from his TC. I think in this particular situation, it's okay to go slightly ballsy on the walls.
Yeah, 100%.
However, if we're going by what we should sort of expect the Huns to be doing, realistically, right now from the Huns, I would expect to see some kind of scouts play and something slightly more aggressive and a more kind of drushy fast castle kind of play, maybe man at arms from the Japanese. That seems to be what their strengths lie in. However, the build, such as we call it, a build from HD Jaguar is not that. We've got 4 on wood already. Though I do like that even as a lower yellow player, we've got some decent ball laws, even though he's
Yeah.
taking food in a maybe slightly strange way. At least he is taking food. It's good. We're
Wait,
15
wait!
villages apiece,
No, we lost the
even though
villager!
HD Jaguar's kind of play has been maybe a little strange,
Oh, he just lost the
considering
bill to the
timing.
boar.
Oh, he was doing so well.
As you were
Cactus
talking about it. Jaguar.
Jaguar, no!
Next time, just pop him in the TC, buddy, and it'll be all good.
I'm sorry, Pedidee. I know that triggered you hard.
And Ramon is also in my chat telling you how to say his name. He
Something
heard you.
along of Hera Figueroa. Ah,
I don't know if that was much better, but there you go, Ramon.
I think he's made it. Ramon, I think you might have made it worse.
All right. So the
Figaro.
board for yellow is a lot further. I'm curious if he's gonna be able to pull this off.
It's not bad overall. I'm like he still managed to sort of claw his way back. He's only half a villager behind yellow,
Yeah.
even after a death. And Slow Cattle hanging out in my chat, who I will be casting with momentarily.
Garrison? There,
No,
he garrisoned.
nice.
He's good. Very nice.
Everything is safe. The Super League
However-
is a Spanish league set up by Ramon, who is an ex-ABCD player. And unlike pretty much all of the other tournaments going on right now, it is a league style. So there is a crap ton of games and a whole bunch of different what's the word?
Elos, divisions, brackets.
Divisions, that's the one. A whole bunch of different divisions all playing at the same time to sort of decide who's the best, but over a prolonged period of time. And we are currently watching Division E.
Which is a lower bracket for anyone just joining. That being said, it's kind of interesting. Yellow, I'm just going to call him Yellow. Yellow went for a half flame. He started to take the sheep and then just kind of forgot about it. So there's a sheep on the east side of the map just chilling. Oh, the scout!
I mean, it's close enough, right?
Just survived. I mean, it's close enough. Blue might forget about it.
That's close enough.
Oh, he's
Interesting walls.
housed.
Really interesting walls for yellow. Also saying yellow.
Yeah, I think that's safe. I think saying yellow is safe.
Yeah.
I like that he walled in between that little cliff.
But at the same time, I think I would have preferred if he just walled to the wood line and then to the wood line.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to anyway, because there's a hole between the cliff and the wood.
Yeah, it's just a sort of pointless wall, which is nice. We've got the drush, sort of, which I think it will be more of a man-at-arms play. Which actually, if we're going by how you're going to play a man-at-arm build for the Japanese, is really, really nice. Like, really, really nice, though. It has been scouted if Hera has kept an eye out. We've also got the scout cavalry of yellow right in the area where you would expect a wall to be coming up. So he is blocking the wall off so his militia can get in. He'll be going straight into the man-at-arms. And this is overall a very solid play from yellow.
And yellow has a very good build, too. Like, his build's not bad.
The walls are on the way up, so he's turtling himself up quite nicely behind this.
And here comes his scout. Ooh, immediate reaction from Jaguar. Those militia got 2 hits. Oh, but the town bell!
No.
Where's the bell emote, Tom?
Ding, 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 ding! Oh, if only he had the range mod, he would have been able to happily dodge that, like we do, the scummy schmucks that we are. I have to say, it has sort of changed my gameplay. Yeah. I'm not even lying. It is so dirty.
You can thank him for drilling it into my head to get it, because now everybody has it.
For sure. It's probably the most requested thing on my channel is, what's that mod that you've got? Yeah. I have a command for it now. I've also, the person that made it, has been watching my stream.
Oh, nice!
Which was really nice. That was really charming. I spoke to him on AOE Zone because there was the post. Like, that's where I'm linking it to when anybody asks.
Ooh,
to the post about it.
And
he's been watching, which is cute. What's not cute is that we didn't get the man-at-arms upgrade.
No.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I think he's got the worth out of the militia anyway. Ooh. So maybe it was worth it to not bother, because like he's already getting the delays, he's already upsetting the economy. Yeah, HD Jaguar is not making any vills at the moment.
He's got scouts coming out though.
But we do have scouts on the way out. And a drush.
And the 2 militia from the beginning.
And you know what? We're not walled.
Yellow gets a kill. So not only did Yellow get the idle time, he got a kill, and another town bell in for Blue.
I mean, the economy's in shambles, but I don't think Yellow is ready for all of these scouts coming in. And we've got a town bell from Yellow. Ding, 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 ding.
We need a town bell emote. But look at this, he's killing the scouts.
Oh, what a throwaway of the scouts. And these villagers can just fight. They can just fight the scout. There's only one of them. They could stuff it up.
Yellow's got 4 kills. Blue's about to get a kill.
Though. No.
Oh, you should have hit it. You should have just nipped it.
And we've lost the villager by the gold as well.
The drush from Yellow
is
still getting kills.
Still getting kills. Another kill and another kill. We're down to 23 villagers from Blue. Like,
that's crazy.
He was at 27. This drush is killed.
Look at the forward vills from Blue. Are we gonna see a tower?
Are we towering? I mean, it's a great spot for a tower.
Oh,
We do. We are
is.
seeing a
He's
tower.
wow. Okay, Jaguar. You're losing all your army, but okay. That's his main goal. That's 2 of his main goals.
But at the same time, this is only 3 vills.
Yeah.
Like he can just move the spears over
And he
if he
is.
wants.
He is, and the skirm and the villager. It's all going in.
Yes,
It's all going
all
in.
it's all in.
Wall
It's
in your
all in
vills,
at this
Blue.
moment.
Wall 'em in. It's just a
Has
little
Blue got
bit more.
forging?
Look
I
at the
can't even
tabs.
tell.
Look how many times he's clearing that tower. He wants that tower to go up.
I've never seen spears like that. The spear could be fighting literally anything else there and could have killed it, but instead it's poking the tower.
That tower is up.
It's amazing.
Oh, Yellow, if you didn't click that tower, if you clicked the villas, that tower would not have gone up.
No,
Those spearmen could have denied that tower.
I don't think. Yeah, Blue hasn't got any upgrades at all. I'm not even convinced Blue has a blacksmith.
I doubt it.
He does not.
No. He's still got scouts, he's got archers coming out, he's ready.
However, you know what's amazing from the back of that? We were up at 27 villagers down to 23
Yep.
in favour of Yellow. Now Yellow's down to 23.
Yellow
24,
lost a couple and he's idle,
and Blue
he
is
still
back up
has
to
idle
26. So,
Oh.
like, actually, the working economy of both players is
about even.
it was about even. We've now got 5 idols from Yellow
and one from
and only 1 idol from Blue.
Oh, look at this, he's about to lose more vills. The scouts are in. Oh, Yellow lost another one, he's gonna lose another. Oh, there you go, attack the villager.
He's got it, he's figured it out.
But not in time. And the tower's healed and he's garrisoned again. Oh! Oh, and we still. Oh.
But I'm not entirely convinced as to why he decided to make archers in this situation, considering
The skirms,
things
yeah.
that, like the amount of skirms that he already saw.
I think I think he had a good
Not
idea.
bad.
I think he wanted to make the scouts and then figured, all right, pikemen are gonna come out, so I'll make archers, and then I'll just use the scouts to clear up the skirms.
And
Down
the
goes
tower
the tower.
goes down, and it's 29 to 25. What a fascinating first game. It's messy as hell, but there is something beautiful about seeing the kind of low elo plays where it sort of throws both players off by them doing a strat.
You want to know
Like-
what's funny? Blue has so much wood banked up, no food and no gold.
Yeah, he can't do anything with the extra position that he's got himself in. He still only has 54 food.
Oh yeah, and 25 gold.
But
Or if you look
But
at Yellow, oh, Yellow's
it's got
not doing too much
85
better.
and less on food.
But he has
So
the gold to go up at least.
He does have the gold, but no
He needs
food.
food.
Neither player has food.
And he's
So
not even
I
making
think
scouts.
off the back of this, like, they're both in a pretty terrible position. Blue can't
Yeah.
push. Blue is now stonewalling off his base.
Well, Yellow's not getting in feudal.
Oh, no, he's only stonewalling a little bit, and now he's swapped over to palisades.
What?
Half and half. It's absolutely fantastic.
He just
What
wanted the
really
flag on top of the
charming.
tower, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaguar, man. It's always fun to watch. I mean,
So,
that being said, Yellow is going to fully wall with double archery range.
And we are still moving forward with trash units for Yellow. So, I mean, that's something. And we've
Yeah,
got...
and another Vill going forward. No, just a wall. Okay.
No, it's just
Whew.
really strange walls.
I mean, let's see if
Well,
he's even
because of
scouted
how
that.
because of how he's walling this, he might actually find the sheep.
Maybe, yeah, if he goes to that wood
Like
line.
if he goes to that wood line,
But if you look
he
at
might
his
find
fog
the
of war,
sheep.
he doesn't even see the whole right side of his base.
I mean,
Oh, look at that! Spears! And skirms are breaking down a wall. What? Those archers could be sitting over there taking the spear out.
he sees the edge of the cliff.
Oh yeah, but he just doesn't see
sees the
anything
wood
to the
line.
right of that.
So you've got to assume that you're open there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So he's gone, I mean, I could wall.
Well, he's not walled on the bad side either, so it doesn't matter too much. You know what I find interesting? As he's losing these archers, I think there's a hole between the barracks and the stone.
Yes, yeah, there is.
So I think even if he's trying to wall out the skirms.
What's amazing is that these skirms and spears are doing damage.
Yeah.
Like,
They're killing the archers, they're making idle vills.
they do
They're about
about
to kill
like
a vill.
1 damage to a vill. They
Yeah.
do they do 1 damage to a vill. They might actually get a vill kill.
When they hit.
10 hours later, there's finally been a kill on HD Jaguars.
But Yellow's not fully walling either. He started. Oh, look at the vill!
The HD village is what a fantastic game.
He's got
The
more
T90's low yellow legends have got nothing on this.
No.
I don't give a damn. This game is absolutely charming. The villagers are fighting down the skirms, which should have happened ages ago.
And you have the scouts there now, they'll clean them up. Alright. Not too bad, Blue.
And at the end of that, it's 36 to 42. Yellow has been idle for
It's way too long.
a while, but yeah, I mean, Yellow could have clicked up right then.
Yeah, he could.
Okay, he decided to make one more villager and then
And then
click up.
Q. I like it.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh.
I think Yellow managed to fix his food economy quite nicely. We're still only on 12 food vills for HD Jaguar compared to the 17
But Jaguar's
for
making scouts
Yellow.
too.
Jaguar's going for more damage, and we are still completely exposed.
Yep. I wonder if he saw that because he moved his archers. He deleted the palisades. Or he lost the palisades. Now he's stonewall in the front again.
They'll never get in this way.
Oh.
Oh,
Like, don't get me
cool.
wrong. I like stone walls. I don't use them. But if you're gonna use them, make sure your whole base is walled.
Of course, the scouts just get to run in because there's still a hole.
Yep.
And
So he's
bringing
gonna
his
plug
archers
that
back.
hole. But there's still that whole left side of his base hold.
the entire left side of his base.
Ooh. No damage on the scouts. Okay.
So we're now 10 at a full-on 10 difference, and it's about to go even higher.
You know what I think is curious? I wonder if you look at Yellow's Fog of War, he sees that cliff, but he doesn't really see it end. I wonder if he thinks it just goes all the way across the map.
I mean, he sees that it curves in, right?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he doesn't think that it ends there.
Well, maybe.
Oh.
This is, I mean, this is proper low ELO scouting.
This is
Fully low ELO scouting that they have scouted
just
their
their opponent.
some of their base, their opponent, and that's it. And I can't believe that Vil survived against that scout. That's impressive. And we're in Castle Age, so we've got a sort of villager eco advantage for Blue
For now.
for now, but Blue's not in the Castle Age yet. We're
Nor is he making
completely
bills.
exposed. Completely exposed. We're only just getting blacksmith now.
Oh, for Blue.
Yeah.
He could have clicked
But-
up, but he picked double bid axe instead.
We're going for Japanese archers. And it's like, yeah, you're in Castle Age, but you've got no archer mass. So in this particular situation, it's probably more advisable to have, when you clicked up, pop a stable or two down and get 4 knights out. Even if you're still going archers, those 4 knights can run in and start doing damage before you've amassed your archers. And
Yep.
behind that, while your knights are running in and causing a ruckus, maybe keeping the walls open, your this TC is giving me
It's
nightmares.
garbage.
the
It's a farming.
the
TC.
knights do damage, and you can mass up your archers quite merrily behind. But
Yeah.
I mean, overall, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. We got pike upgrade, and we're going
Oh, we got cav archers.
we're going cav archers against the Huns.
And the Huns
Huns,
are
the
putting
cav
down the 2
archers,
stables. The Huns, he's getting ready.
Oh, it's something. We've got the makings of a full-on AI army from Yellow,
So there's 3 different units in there.
and we've got a villager moving kind of forward to the
wall.
left.
He deleted. Oh, he
It's
put a
making
gate.
a
Okay.
gate.
He
Making a
definitely
gate,
thinks
okay.
that's.
I mean,
he
dude,
has to think
dude,
that.
the other half of the map is there. Like, just because you can't, just because it's black doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I really think
Like,
he thinks he's fully walled because of that cliff. Like, that's the only reason I can understand this. Like, he just sees the cliff and that's it. Like, what is this?
I don't understand. I've just got the fog of war on and I'm just looking at it, just
Oh,
completely
wait.
bemused.
He's about to see it. He's about to see it. Oh, it's not open. I mean, it's open. Oh, I hope he does something with that.
We've got a villager going over.
Yeah, I think that was a misclick. Wait, there's two. There's two going forward, a guy and a girl. They're gonna make a house together.
They're gonna make a house. They're gonna make a happy home. A heteronormative duo. I mean, I'm being a little irritated by the cav archer that was just sort of just not able to path past the villager.
Oh
just
yeah.
bump.
Oh, a
bump.
forward castle with two villagers. That wouldn't even go forward with the trash with two villas. Well, I mean, the good thing is Blue's not gonna see it, but it doesn't really do much either.
Nope. But also, blue is stone walled and palisade walled. But I mean,
Yeah, I
still
don't get the palisade wall.
completely open at the
And the knights are coming forward. Oh, that castle's so gonna be denied.
I mean, at the same time, there are pikes there, and they have +1 and +1 compared to
+1.
the knights that only have +1 defense.
That's
so
true.
that's not
He
too
has
bad.
archers he can stick in there, and Lamar. It's gonna be the auto one versus Black Sky as soon as the maintenance is over. Oh, look at that!
No,
Look at that!
we're denied.
Oh, all he's gotta do is pick those villas off and then run away. Just pick the villa off and run away. There's one more. There's one more.
Look.
Oh, 69%. Let's go. Doink! Run!
Oh god!
There's one more.
There's
One hit.
4 health left.
No way.
And the castle will go up.
Very, very slowly.
It'll be there. Don't you worry.
You could
Eventually,
literally
that
send
castle
those
will
3
be
villas
there.
over and one-shot that bill. And that same village is gonna build an archery range right next.
Fair enough. I mean, we're not really producing anything at home though. 2 knights coming forward though, through the hole that is the entire left-hand side of his base.
They could do some serious damage to that woodline.
They can genuinely do some serious damage.
And I think Yellow would overreact and bring all his army back. Just passing.
I would expect he's going to start hitting the villagers, and we're going to hear a town bell, and the entire economy is going to go idle for 2 scouts.
Better than any blockbuster. Ding, ding, ding! What are you doing? Why? There's a whole wood line and a stone and wood. Doink! Oh yeah. Wait, did that villager just kill that knight? Wow.
Fuck you, knight.
So he garrisoned the villas instead of finishing the archery range forward because he was so focused on these 2 knights in his base.
I love that Town Bell made all of the villages, even by his castle.
Oh, I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah. Every villager that is near a building that can be affected by the range of a town bell, which I think is there about the entire range of the TC, something like that, will go towards the TC. So it idles your entire economy. And in this case, your aggression.
Yeah, I don't ring the town bell enough to know to do that.
No. I mean, there are times where I will ring the town bell. Plenty of times where I will ring the town bell. But never to, like, get my villagers in. It's normally if I need resources. It's like, ring town bell, ungarrison immediately.
That I see, yes.
Like, it's totally fine.
I mean, at this elo, you don't expect to see that either.
No, it's those high quality plays.
I do like that Blue immediately went for 3 TCs, where Yellow's still sitting on 2.
I mean,
69 bills.
69 bills.
Like, even though Yellow was up first and had the two TCs out, he's been so idle, and the Vil pits from Blue have just been worth it.
That's like Blue's overall economy building has turned out better. He's starting to add even more onto food. Like he's
Yeah.
really starting to expand this food economy. It's messy as hell, but at least it's on its way to doing something.
Yeah.
And he's starting to finish the idea of some walls, which is nice.
He'll eventually get there.
But at the same time, it says that there is a lot of military, and it's actually all elite skirm. So, that kills literally everything that is currently being made by Yellow.
Blue's got like, excuse me, he's got like 7 or 8 scouts, or knights. Yeah, he's got 8 knights.
Yeah, so Blue's got 8 knights, a whole mass of skirms.
Yeah.
So Blue's entire composition kills everything that Yellow is making. Just everything. Like,
it's interesting that he's already going into Samurai.
he's also on his way to Imp.
I mean, that's not
With
bad.
65 pop, not great.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you going to have at the back of this? You've not really got the economy.
He just doesn't have the
to
upgrades.
do much. I mean, he does have 30 on food, but he's only got 10 on gold.
Oh, look at the quick wall! He saw the knights, so he tried to wall in his Vil built in his siege workshop. Oh.
I like the sending over of, like, our random units. Just keep the economy idle. He's really punishing the fact that there has not been any attempt at walling.
No,
like,
and you would
all.
think that Yellow would wall after seeing all this. Look at the 400 Vils in the mill for Yellow.
I know, it's just taking that forward farming. It's really interesting because I love the way that HD Jackie was like, oh well, I guess my opponent's still open, so I'll just keep going forward. He knows that his opponent is there. He saw the castle going up, and
he's still getting villager kills.
He's not even bothering with it. He's just yeeting himself past, and he's just throwing his entire knight army right into his opponents. And there is nothing at home.
No,
there is a pike.
Which will die to just passing. Just passing.
I mean, we've got enough stone for all of the castles in the world, but it's
gonna be
denied. It's already denied.
As soon as Blue... there we go. Yep, they're all dead. All Yellow has to do is go around Blue's base and do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow could have killed Blue ages ago. That's not happening. And Blue's even adding Tarkans in to be extra tanky against those, the entire archer setup. Blue sending even more things forward. The skirms are forward. He's just like, nah. Screw everything.
Moly. I like the Siege Workshop edition too for Blue. But I mean, his knights should be raiding, and the skirm should just be defending the knights.
And he's in. Like, I am pretty confident that Blue wins this.
Look at this. He has to bring his army back. He doesn't have a choice.
But he's bringing it back at the pace of
the pikemen. Yep.
The pikemen,
and the
when
samurai.
He really needs to be coming back.
Oh, but his whole eco, it's just gone.
He's dead. Yeah, he's in Imp, but there's no production behind it. Compare that to Blue, who is making everything. Blue is going for a pretty much all-in Castle Age play. We got Rams on the way out as well for Blue, and he's going to start pressuring, I imagine, where the castle is.
This is you can't say it's the end, because once Yellow's army cleans this up, he's just going to be free. But this is such a setback.
If Yellow's army manages to clear this up.
All that's left is the Tarkin. He already cleaned up the rest of it.
I mean, the Tarkans will mop up everything there.
There's 2 trebs out attacking the castle for Blue.
He might be an imp, but we've not got upgrades. But at the same time, it's not like we've got upgrades on the Tarkans either, do we?
Oh, the samurai have the full upgrade defensively. All the infantry.
Okay, so they mopped that up pretty happily.
100%.
If they were for and I guess that you've got to take into account that actually Tarkans, I'm treating them as if they're not a unique unit, but they are a Civ unique unit, and so the samurai do even more damage to them. So actually, that wasn't. I was treating that as if it was like long swords and pikes against Tarkans.
No, Yellow. See, the issue is if Blue has these rams, he should have sent them in as soon as he saw Yellow's army at his base.
So the castle for blue does go down. We've got two trebs starting to really pressure the opponent's base, but now we've got Tarkans running out and Rams coming in.
Yep.
And the production, however, for blue is sort of stagnated.
It's just arbs.
We could buy our way to Imp right now if we wanted.
Crossbow.
We've got the stone to sell.
For blue... I don't think he has that much stone. But he's getting the
then
gold income
wood.
pretty fast. Oh, yeah, he could sell the wood.
Yeah, just sell the wood.
Oh, the trebs are down. That castle's going down, baby. Blue's like, okay, your army's at your base? Well, here, here's your castle.
That's good. Like, if he pushes this castle back,
Yeah.
even if he loses most of the stuff that he's got here, as long as he can get himself up to Imp, he'll be in a pretty good spot, especially eco-wise, considering there is fuck all economy for yellow.
That's all he has to do right now is keep the production up and outlast yellow.
I did not think this game was going to go so long.
No, I didn't either.
I really didn't.
But it's been so back and forth, and blue has some really good raids. He just didn't have the army to mop up yellow's army.
No.
And down goes
It's
yellow's
kind of
castle.
like if yellow had walled,
Like
he
he
would
is
have
now.
won. Yeah.
But he's using palisades all the way across.
And he's not even finished it.
No.
There's still a hole.
I mean, that being said, the army is favoring yellow now.
Yes, and a Castle Age army, a rebuilt Castle Age army when it's not got mass against an Imp army of yellow,
Yep.
it's not great. But at the same time, I mean, late game Huns versus late game Japanese,
This is true.
I kind of favour the Huns. I'm not gonna lie. Castle
Another
down
3
in
vills.
exactly the same place.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be the least inspected spot, right?
He's gonna have like deja vu the next time he steps out. He's like, didn't we have a fight exactly like this already,
Oh,
where you
here
sent
we
3
go.
vills and I killed 2 of them?
Oh, he sees it now. He knows. Oh, that castle's still going up. Jeez. Yellow is so lucky. And he's still making rams.
So lucky. Do you think yellow doesn't know? Not yellow. Do you think blue doesn't know what the Imp upgrade is? Like,
well, at the moment he has no resources.
well, he
for
has
it
no
'cause he's
food, no
spamming
gold. I mean, he's
skirms.
spent everything on skirms and rams, and
Yeah.
he's
His production is there.
he's finally discovered the blacksmith. That's nice. We've got fletching on the way for the skirms, which once again isn't a bad choice. We do have plenty of heavy cavalry cav archers, but the Tarkans are fucking useless against those samurai.
Yep.
If he was just making knights instead, which are like pretty much the same cost realistically,
Yeah.
he'd do pretty well.
He could even just keep making archers. He just, I don't know, he sends them in, they die, and he just doesn't make any more. I mean, archers would clean up the samurai, whatever.
I think this is genuinely a lack of knowledge of the Civ and what unit counters are what, because I think he's throwing the Tarkans in because he goes, Tarkans kill infantry, Tarkans kill cab archer, which he's right, but they don't kill samurai. Samurai kill everything that HD Jaguar is currently making, and I think this time the castle doesn't go down.
Oh, yeah, no, with those samurai there, that castle's up.
And I think from here, because HD Jaguar, even though he is double the villagers, his economy is so much stronger.
Yep.
But because he's not gone to Imp, because he's getting every single... And he is never going to Imp. He is never going to Imp.
No.
Even though it's 100 villagers to 58, just because one person is in Imp and is making military, and the other person is making military that kills nothing.
Yeah.
I think we
Look
win
at the
this.
Mangano push. He added Mangano in because he saw the Rams aren't doing anything. And Pete is saying this is the best game he's ever seen.
It is. It genuinely is a super interesting game, and it's so charming to see.
I just don't
Proper
think
lower yellow
Jaguar knows how good the samurai are. Japanese is not a civ you typically see at lower elos, so he could be completely thrown off by the civ boy.
That's so weird because, like, one of Spirit of the Law's favorite civ traditionally was Japanese. Spirit of the Law being a pretty massive Age of Empires YouTube content creator.
Bear in mind, that's English.
That is true.
Jaguar
That
and
is
Hera
true.
are Spanish. Now, I'm sure, I'm not saying obviously there's nothing in their language, but they might not know about it at this elo.
Yeah, that does make a difference.
And
That
being
definitely
said,
makes a difference.
in a lot of my ladder games up until this point, I don't typically see, Chinese or Japanese or those civs.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised about the not seeing Japanese. It's not really a pick anymore, and especially at kind of mid to low ELO. Like genuinely, I think my belief is that if you're under 1300 and you are going for Chinese in a tournament setting, you are incredibly brave because I just think the start is so hard, and if you've got under 1,000 games under your belt, you probably don't have like the actual familiarity with the game, like in the mechanics of the control and your hotkeys, and just like the speed that you need to keep playing at that level. The Chinese start is too hard, and it will fuck you up.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's funny that 4 targets are pulling all those cav archers away from the castle.
And you know what's even funnier? They get in.
Oh, there's an overdrive. But he's got him left on the gold. No!
However,
Yellow
look at
sees
that.
it.
Was a great quick reaction. Only one Tarkin gets in, so the... I mean, there's a town health.
Oh, Hera. Hera, man. But he can't do anything against his push. Or not push, but like this forward, he can't do anything against.
It was a nice attempt. Once again, like he's taking the Trebs down, he's stopping the push.
Yeah, but it's a stalemate after that.
Mangonels and
Mangonel's gonna kill his own units, though. Oh, the samurai are going right for it. The skirm's getting out faster than the samurai do.
Yellow isn't making anything anymore. We're going. Well, I'm at 68 villagers, so I'll stop there.
Yep. I think he's just been afraid to push up until this point. Like he had all those units sitting outside Jaguar's base, but look at that. He just pulls them back.
We are at an
Explore
hour and
his eco.
3 into the game, and Yellow is still at about 70 pop.
And look how much Yellow
villager-wise.
sees. Yellow doesn't see anything except for that little bit by the TC.
No, he is laser focused. He's like one thing. I kill. I kill.
And the Trebs are a good touch, but you're using the Trebs to take down a wall. There's already a hole. Just go in with the Trebs. You can literally scout with those Trebs.
Yeah. It's just it's absolutely absurd.
I will say I like that Yellow Castle dropped that to protect his resources. He did it in a panic attack, but a TC where it's just as good there. And now the Treb's coming forward.
Yeah.
Is that Treb attacking that mill?
No, it's going for the archery range.
Okay.
But I mean, the game is over. Jaguar Warrior has boomed up beautifully.
Oh, absolutely.
But like actually, when it comes down to it, he's got nothing.
He's still in the down bell. He has 78 idols. Oh, Jaguar,
Which is hilarious because that, he still has nearly as many villagers working as Jared Figueroa.
He also has more idle than Yellow has working.
Fucking crazy.
Blue had the right idea. He was in Castle Age. He was spending his resources. It's just the army comp wasn't there for him.
Slow Cattle is like, Jarrah, go the fuck in.
I know.
It's like he's got nothing. Just go in.
He's afraid.
What are you doing, man?
Look at this. He's resetting the Trebs up. He didn't even take down the first archery range. He took down the mill and the other barracks.
He was taking wood on the left-hand side at the front, and
was.
It's like he doesn't have the villagers to be throwing away. He's now down to 65. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
actually a significant percentage of his economy that just died there.
And I want to see if blue goes for another raid instead of attacking. Another town bell?
It's the thing, like, because the economy is so non-existent for Joe Figueroa, that genuinely he can still lose.
Yeah.
He won't, because the pathing has decided that these Tarkans just want to
Well,
have a holiday by this barracks.
Oh, there is no hole there. He has to make
There
one.
is no hole.
But meanwhile, the samurai are finally attacking, but he's not. He has them too spread out, so the TC will kill
I
quite a
mean,
few of
there's
them.
still only regular samurai and not elite.
This is true.
And they will take down TCs. But imagine how much faster they would take them down if they weren't,
Spread out.
unupgraded. We've got all of our melee upgrades, cool, but we've yet to discover
There's
the
the
barracks.
GG.
And with GG, when we're at 100 vils and our opponent is at 65,
Oh
truly,
my goodness.
truly a fascinating game.
Oh. Jaguar, man.
I loved it. Like, that was such an exciting first game in the series, and that went on way longer than I expected. Yeah, Arbalest would have been really good. Something that the Huns can do. Making the Cav Archer properly, that would have been something the Huns could do.
Yeah.
Going all in knights instead of Tarkans, that's something that the Huns could do.
That
I
probably
think
would
it
have
was
been the
a
right play.
terrible. We were making some knights, we were raiding with them.
Yeah.
So I think there was a lot of things that HD Jaguar did wrong, but an awful lot of things that he did right. His overall
Absolutely.
economy was better. His walling was good. Like,
Ish.
he didn't really deserve to lose this. He lost it because of his unit comp and not taking good fights.
And I think that's just game knowledge.
Definitely. And so this is one of those moments where it just came down to like where the fights landed and what damage got kicked off, because there is no reason he should have lost when it's 100 bills to 65. I mean, he killed Yellow
No.
in Castle Age.
Yeah, and he had so many good raids.
Killed Yellow in Feudal Age.
For a little bit.
That fucking drush, man.
They both got value out of that drush.
It's
It just
crazy.
Blue made so many scouts to go with it.